Hi everyone, welcome back to Coffee with Frosty. Today I'm starting a challenge with the channel Retired at 62 and Don't Know What to Do. Full disclosure, on a couple of days ago, actually Wednesday this week, today's Friday, but on Wednesday we had a sort of a collaboration meeting and um, at the end of it, well, first of all, we just had the best conversation. It was so much fun. And at the end of it, I realized the video didn't actually record. It was totally my fault. I'm so sorry, Donna. So I was using a video recording platform and things had changed a little bit and I thought it was recording, but silly me, it was not. Did I feel so stupid? Anyway, I'm sorry. So I thought I'd make a video and I'm going to answer the questions that she had asked me. And then I'm starting a challenge with her um, to answer some questions. So it's going to be really fun. So stick around to the end so you can see all the questions that I asked her and we can go from there. It was really fun. Okay, so the first question that she had asked me was, um, how does it feel to have my youngest child in college now? So I had my youngest when my eldest was a senior in high school, and I've only got two. So there's quite an age difference there. And you know what? It was great. It was just absolutely wonderful. And he is now, my son is my youngest, my daughter's my eldest. My son is now in his freshman year of college, and it's amazing. I'm so happy for him. And you know what? You know, it's gone by so fast, and but it's wonderful. We have a very close family, and I'm just happy for him. What else can you do? I mean, that's the greatest thing, right? So anyway, yeah, it's great. I just can't believe that time has gone by so fast, and both of my kids now are adults. And I have grandkids, and I love it. So, a second question that she asked. Sorry, I might have to use my glasses for this. So, question that she asked was, "What was your favorite job that I've ever held?" Um, now that's kind of a hard question to answer. And following up on that, she asked another question: If you could change your career path, what would you have done? So I've worked. I'm retired now as well, and I worked for 41 years. And uh, honestly, most of the jobs that I had, I really didn't like. I mean, I'm grateful for every one of them, of course, but the corporate world and I are just not friends. And some jobs, I think I may have liked the job if I had been in a oh, it's so hard to explain, but I think sometimes the job you might enjoy, but the surroundings of the job, um, the corporate nonsense that goes on is what could make it absolutely miserable. So, as far as my favorite job that I've ever had, I would say it was the jobs that I did outside of the corporate world. And I think I'm a creative type person, and having to be in an environment where everything is so mandated and numbers, 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 and quick, 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 and all this kind of thing. When you're a creative type person, that just doesn't kind of jive with you. So, you know, but I think if I could have changed a career path, it's easy to look back now as an older adult and have the brain that I have now as an older adult. But, when I started out I graduated high school, I was 17. And, you're a different mindset. That I mean, I can't say that it was really a different mindset. Things were different then. We didn't have the internet, we didn't have social media, or nothing was digital. Things were things were harder, I think. Even I can see with my son going to school, we didn't have computers to use. If we needed to research something, we hightailed our butt to the library and looked it through encyclopedias. So in that respect, things are a little bit easier now. But I think that if we had the technology that we have today, I probably would have done something maybe on my own. I'm very entrepreneurial minded, and I think that I would have done, okay, doing something on my own. But with that said, I'm grateful for every job that I've had because, at the end of the day, I work to support my family, or to help support my family. So, I'm always grateful for that. What more can you ask for, right? So let's see. Next question. Next question. What are the pros and cons between living in Ohio, where I live now, versus living in Florida? Oh, golly. Oh, that's a good question. um, the states are so different. And, it's funny, most people retire from Ohio down to the South. Florida, whilst it was a beautiful place at one time, it has been so overbuilt, overgrown. It is now so overpopulated that, the cute little town that I grew up in, hardly recognize anymore. We've been back to visit, but I just, it's not the same. It's not the same. It's not the place that I grew up in, and um, it's just so changed. Um, I think that it's too much. Florida was once a really, really beautiful place, and it's heartbreaking to see what has happened to it. The overgrowth is just crazy. When I first came to Ohio, I just, well, first of all, in all honesty, it's taken me a while to become acclimated to Ohio totally. I still, in some ways, feel kind of like an outsider here. Now, we didn't live in Florida our whole lives. I mean, we've lived in other states as well. We've lived out west in Colorado. We lived in Texas. We lived in Florida. Um, and now we're here. And um, in some ways, it's wonderful. And I think when I first got here, what I liked about it the most, first of all, what I do like about it the most is the people here are very wonderful, very friendly. It's very kind of where I am. It's a small town. It's a real small area, and everything in Ohio we call city country because wherever you live, even if you're in one of the bigger cities, you could be out in the country in 10-minute drive. um, we are somewhat the breadbasket of America, and it's a beautiful place. There are large Amish communities here, large farming communities here. There's just a lot of beauty that I didn't expect that I see here, and those things are really nice. Okay, another question was, sorry, glasses time. Oh, if you could pick anywhere to vacation, where would it be? Oh, this is a fun question. Um, when we go on vacation, my favorite thing to do really is to go visiting people that I love. I love to go see family and friends that don't live around us. It's just wonderful. As far as international travel, honestly, I used to really want to go like overseas to Ireland and maybe to Italy. I'd love to see Positano and the Cinque Terre and Rome and the Vatican. I just thought these would be amazing things to do. And it's so funny because with YouTube, so many people are vloggers and they show their experiences in all these places, and all I see are massive crowds everywhere. I mean, if I want to go to Rome and take a picture in front of the Trevi Fountain, you have to go in the middle of the night. Otherwise, it's packed with people. To me, that's not a vacation. To me, that's misery. I mean, if I'm going to travel half a day to be somewhere, I want to be able to enjoy it. So I don't know. I don't know if I would travel internationally at the time. And actually, of course, right now in this particular time in our history, I wouldn't because things are just so crazy everywhere. But I would like to go. to Old Quebec City. That to me just looks like a real beautiful little city to visit, and it does have a lot of European charm and a lot of history, and that would be really cool. And I also would like to go to Charlotte, not Charlotte. We've been to Charlotte, North Carolina, but I'd like to go to Charleston, South Carolina, also and visit there. We haven't been, and of course that's another place of large, a lot of history, very historical town. So we'll be doing some traveling within the next year or two. I just don't know exactly where we're going to go. So, okay, so those are the only questions that Donna had for me. And now, are you ready for the Coffee with Frosty challenge? Question number 1. What is your favorite thing about being retired? Question number 2. Now that you're retired and can go anywhere, anytime, where is your absolute favorite vacation spot and why? Question number 3. Would you ever go on another cruise and why or why not? Question number 4. Do you have a favorite fashion designer? And question number 5. What is your favorite meal to cook now that you're retired and can cook all day? So those are my questions for you on this Coffee with Frosty challenge. If you can answer them, make sure you respond and tag me back. And if anyone else would like to join in on this challenge, please do so. You can leave comments with your answers, or if you have a YouTube channel, you can join the challenge and just make sure that you tag us back. And mention the Coffee with Frosty challenge. All right, well, thanks so much for joining, everybody. And if you like today's video, please do consider subscribing. Please like and leave a comment, and we'll see you on the next one. Bye.